What is going on, VC? Mike back again, posting another video for you guys. Today, of course, is Record Store Day 2015. I'm sure everyone had a good Record Store Day. Hope everyone got the pieces that they wanted. I had a pretty good one. I didn't get my butt out of the house here until late. I think it was somewhere after noon, but that's all right. The main things that I wanted were things that are going to be reissued here later on this year, so I can just pick those guys up here when those are released. And that was the new Built to Spill album that was coming out, as well as the brand new reissue that was coming out as well. And then there's a few other albums that I wanted. The Devil Wears Prada had a 7-inch that was coming out, and then the new Islander album was being released on vinyl. One of the shops here did have those, but I kind of decided to take things in a different direction. So let's get things started here. First off, what we're listening to is actually the first piece that I bought, and I'm glad to have this in the collection. This is the Bad Channels soundtrack by Blue Oyster Cult. This is very cool 80s synthy horror movie goodness. It's kind of become my new obsession as of late. I couldn't really tell you why, but I'm really just digging the synth as of the moment. But yeah, it's a good one to add to the collection there. I just saw this artwork and I was just kind of like, oh, well, that looks like something I should buy. But very cool, glad to have that. And then the other thing I bought is not a vinyl at all, but this was on my radar. And I'm not a huge Metallica fan. I do like them, and I actually only own one album of theirs on vinyl, and that would be Load. But this one here is Metallica, No Life Till Leather, demo tape. Thought that was kind of cool and made it look up like something that, you know, your friend back in the day would have made you, but haven't cracked the plastic off of that quite yet, but look forward to doing so. Alright, I think we're just going to get into some recent finds here. Just what I've picked over in the last maybe month and a half. I also should say that this week I had several albums that I had on back order decide to come in, which kind of put a damper on my Record Store Day fundage, but that's okay. It's vinyl, so and it's stuff that I wanted. So show these pieces off here. The first one would be Charlie XCX Sucker, name of the album here. Very good pop album in my opinion. Of course, this has her big hit off here, Boom Clap, that was in the Fault in Our Stars soundtrack, as well as Break the Rules. Very, very good stuff here. So the second album first that I have on vinyl, I also have another one, which is equally as good. But this one actually is probably a little more commercial sounding than the other one. But that's alright, it's still good. You can still be commercial and make good music, in my opinion, if it's done right. The other one that came in is probably one of my favorite 90s albums. That would be L7, Bricks Are Heavy. And this is done on Plane Recordings, which also did some of the other 90 reissues here, like Breeder's Last Splash, which I have, and I think they did a couple Fiona Apple ones as well. And I know the Breeder's one that I have, the sound quality I don't think is terrible. The mastering that was done was just not very good at all. And had I known that this was Plane Recordings, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But I'm glad I did, because it seems like they've stepped their game up, because this sounds really, really good. They did a very good job on the pressing of this, so happy to have that in the collection. Like I said, great 90s album there. It's produced by Butch Vig, who was also in the band Garbage. He also produced several things in the 90s, but I can't think of any of them off the top of my head right now. Next up, we got some Weather Report. Found this album at a local honey hole that I frequent. I went there and didn't think I was going to buy anything that day, but I found this. This was actually on the display shelf, and I was like, oh, well, I like me some Weather Report, and I didn't have this one. I do believe, This Is the name of the album, but I do believe this was their last album that they ever did. This was released in 1986, and it's not their strongest work here, but it is pretty good. If you're a fan of Jazz Fusion or Weather Report and haven't heard this, I would suggest checking them out. And if you're a fan of Jazz Fusion in general, which if you don't know about this band, I'd be really surprised, but if you don't know about them, check them out. Good stuff. Let's see. Next here, we have Woven Hand. Lead singer from the band 16 Horsepower. Is like a side project of his. They have several albums out. This is just their latest. It's on the Death Wish label, which was started by the lead singer of Converge, if I'm not mistaken. Very good stuff. Kind of not bluesy, but folksy, gothic sound going on here. Sleeve, and this is on a mint green vinyl. This is a Christian band. It's pretty dark sounding though, which would probably surprise some people, but very, very good stuff. Lyric wise, it's very good, and just, you know, the instrumentation here is very well done as well. That's something that, you know, sounds like it would interest you. Just hop over and type them in, Woven Hand, all one word. Give them a listen here on YouTube, see what you think. Another one here. It's one that came today in the mail. It was a little bonus record store day fun. This album actually came with a CD as well, which I kind of like when they do that. I almost prefer that to the download card, but that's just me. This is Marina and the Diamonds, Fruit. I believe she is a Welsh, from Welsh, the Welshland. Kind of like a early 90s Bjork influence, as well as some kind of Dresden Dolls, maybe, vocal-wise. Pretty unique, though, in my opinion. Very strong pop album, and it's a shame that she's not more well-known, because she really is pretty unique in her sound and lyrics and all that good stuff. Unlike a lot of pop singers these days, she does write all her stuff and kind of has something to say. But yeah, if you're a fan of pop music and you're just looking for something new and good, this came out not too long ago. I would recommend checking that out. And then the last two here that I'll go over are also soundtracks. The first being Shopping Mall. Found this at a local store here. Wasn't the cheapest thing, but I knew I had to pick it up or else it would be gone. Very good 80s synth instrumental going on here. This is on a pink vinyl there. Very nice. And this is on Waxworks Records. Just love that artwork. I think it's really cool. But good stuff to have in the collection. Like I said, it's kind of like my new obsession of late. And then the next one here, we have the Dread soundtrack by Paul Leonard Morgan here. Very, very cool stuff. Saw this movie not too long ago and immediately ordered the soundtrack for it because it is really good stuff. Kind of industrial, electronic stuff going on here. It's gatefold for you guys. But I thought that was cool. Very nice packaging on that. Nice glossy cover there. But anyway, I think that will do it for now. Once again, I hope everyone had a good record store day today and found, the stuff that you were looking for. I look forward to watching some videos here and seeing what everyone picked up. Like I said, I didn't pick up a whole lot, but That's all right. Anyway, as always, guys, hope everyone is doing well out there. And as always, take care. And you all take care. All right. Talk to you guys later.